Alright, it's the fat man keeping it real, as we've all kind of know and love. But why y'all mad at stores trying to sell legendary collections for over $40? Huh? Stores gotta try to juice and make the money too. This is gonna be one of those times that I'm going to justify an uneducated community on something, because this is actually just hilarious. So, initially, what has happened is all of the pre-sales up for Legendary Collection were over $40. Yeah, we knew that. That wasn't much of a strange thing to you guys. But people are like, oh, it's not fair that it's MSRP. They can sell their product for whatever the fuck they want to pay for it. They paid their $16, $17 a piece for it from distributor, and they moved on along with their day. Okay, cool. There's, you know, just because one store's selling it for $40 doesn't mean that your impatient, you know, ass needs to fucking buy it right now. It's one of the impulse is one of the worst things that you can do. I repeat, impulse is one of the worst things you can do. Like, that's why a lot of companies fucking end up making a lot of money, like Ideal 808. You know, pre-sales are a thing, and people are just impulsive. You know, people cannot manage money for dick, and it is sad. You know, it's not that hard. You know, just budget ahead, plan out. I'm actually shocked by how many people can't actually do this. Here's the thing. Walmart, Target, you know, all those others, I agree with the point John made. I almost always support your local LGS. You know, I almost always, unless they're doing something inappropriate, like charging X more amount, okay, sure. You know what? It's fine if your LGS is selling them for $40. You don't have to buy from your LGS. It's a different story if they're selling them for $28, $29. You know, it's like, oh, cool, you know, I'm saving $1, so I'll just buy here. But if your LGS is nuking them for as much as they are, they're, one, going to sit on them forever when the hype dies off, and they'll still have them. And two, just be patient and wait until Walmart gets them. You know, this doesn't really occur to you, those of you in European territories or outside of the U.S., but the point is, the amount of the American player base needs to hear this message. Why'd you not wait until fucking Walmart? I saw John posted something on his wall feed. It was like, oh, hey, you can enter, what was it, Hello 15 on Walmart and save yourself, what, $9? And it was like $81 for 3 of them. Like, it seems pretty good to me, you know? Anytime that you can try to save money seems like the good thing, and then you've just got half of the other community just like, I'm gonna just spend more money. Like, I'm confused. What does this community want? Like, what is the actual number of people that were just like, haha, we're going to just, you know, spend all of X money and just not care? Like, man, talk about throwing away money. You know, I don't know if this just comes down to a perceptual generation thing or not, but like, A, if you budget correctly, and B, like, I've made the constant point forever. If my friend working at Walmart making, what is it, $7, $8 on Indiana minimum wage can manage to afford a little bit of money each paycheck and set it aside, and after a few months be able to go, oh, hey, like, I can finally buy ash blossoms. Now, I've heard the argument, oh, well, I'd rather spend that money on my wife. Well, most relationships that I have seen so far with a husband and his wife being involved in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, not the wife, but like the husband, the perfect relationship I've seen is, oh, hey, you have X allocation to, you know, play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's actually kind of interesting, because a good friend of mine who's been married for a couple years now, he always has X amount of money every month set aside to just invest in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I'm not saying that not doing anything with your spouse is a bad thing, but if you truly love a hobby in a perfect harmonium, you should have X allocation set aside to literally do everything. Once again, budget, budget, budget. But a lot of these words will be wasted on the deaf of ears. It's, the older I get, the more I fun fact, the older you get, the more that you learn about all of the personality types in the world. The more that you learn that, like, I'm not gonna, stupid is not the appropriate word, not at all, but it's almost like some of the personality types like to play victim. They like to just hit you with the oh, well, like, how could I ever do that type of shit. Like, there's a lot of victimization out there, and it's absolutely sad. It's like, you know, how dare you tell me I can do this? It's like, no, I'm just enlightening you of another alternative possibility that you can do. And it's kind of, it's so weird that fucking a $15 complaint over price just kind of turns into fucking first world problems. in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And oh, I can't wait for my comment section to just be like, Robbie, how are you comparing a price differentiation in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! To First World Problems? Well, different tiers, different personalities, different rebuttlements, different issues of key, Dragon Ball references. Just in general, different approaches to the way that people view these things. Unless you have an actual open personality, you're not gonna see a lot of these things. But if you do see them, you're probably just not gonna give a fuck, like I do. And that's the best part about everything. So, you know that you can buy legendary Kaiba collections for much cheaper. There's always ways out there to save money. You gotta look into them. And to the one guy that is thinking, oh man, I could just go steal them. No. Bad. Bad. Why would you ever think that? Why? Bad. Police is trying to steal my legendary collections. Ooh, food. Haha, it's food time, food time. Oh. Hello, Wendy's. How would you like to take your order? All right, can I get a number 4, please? Medium-sized Coke, no ice. Add onion on it. Chili cheese fries instead of the regular fries. And junior bacon with no tomato, add onion. Haha. And that'll be it. All right. Police! You've all seen the picture of the kid walking into the Walmart, right? From Facebook. It's like, he stole some Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Yeah, that meme. You know, I've always just kind of imagined all these stores that have all of these legendary collections stocked up. They're just kind of like DuckTales. You know, all of the money that they've got, now just imagine those to be legendary collections. You know, they're never going to spend those legendary collections. They're just like, oh, look at all of our money. Nice meme, right? .jpeg? Yeah. Feels real bad, man. I'm not gonna say that I'm not intrigued by this, but with my personality typing, looking beyond just the boundary of this and the general reactions that the community has had towards Legendary Collection being expensive, and I think Legendary Collection was a mighty fine design set. Ho-ho! You know, it created one money card, initially brought its price down a whole $15. Woohoo, fucking whoop-de-doo. You know, that part's not the important part. The important part is you have a good set. It's got some very good solid $2 to $3 cards in it. And I know a lot of you guys don't give a fuck about the small cards, but you know, those small cards are the ones that go up in price. You know, look at my boy Fight for Kraken. He's now crack-lacking a $4 price marker. He used to be a whole $2. You know, don't tell that to Kraken though. He'll be so fucking sad. He'll be like, oh, you're fucking worthless. It'll make Kraken sad. But the important thing is, the little cards are what has value to a lot of these places. And sets like this, their real worth is in those little cards. And I think a lot of people in this community, you'll probably eventually come to understand that, which is actually fine. But at the end of the day, everything is just kind of, it's going fucking smooth. Just remember, in the case of Legendary Collection, you know, stay educated, you know, be patient. You know, everybody in America knew that it was going to come to Walmart, Target, and whatnot. You know, the only thing you got to do is have the great race to beat your friends. But, like, patience is a virtue. And I think it's a very good life lesson overall. Impatience, and I'm not going to, I guess we'll use the word gluttony. And that hunger that you're feeling right now, because you're like, I want it now, you know. That need, you know, you need to be patient with these things. And trust me, I've learned about impulse buying throughout my years. Impulse buying and spending X more money, it's not a good thing. Oh, it is absolutely not a good thing. But over time, you'll deal with these things, and you'll grow out of them, hopefully. Unless you're just like, well, shit, I'm 35 and we're still making terrible life decisions. Then unfortunately, you're just like me, and I don't know if you have hope left in the world. Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully someone will keep you anchored and yell at you all the time. But if they're... the flowchart goes, well, if I'm not all together, and the other person's not all together, then who will keep us together? Nah, you just... game over. You got 2 out. Just like the fucking meme at the end of the Judge Judy show. I got games 2 and 3 to get my cards back. No. No, you don't, homie. You just went on national television to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Fucking game over. Well, that's all I got for this rendition of The Fat Man Speaks the Truth. Said a lot of hurtful things to myself in this video. I'm gonna go home and cry myself to sleep in my Baconator. Alright guys, have a good one.